Hello from the world of industrial automation. My name is Artem Melnik. I'm a software engineer with 15 years of experience in developing firmware and software for programmable logic controllers and integrating CODESYS runtime into this firmware. Let's develop an automated control system for an industrial dry heat sterilizer. All the devices mentioned are connected to each other through a router that has internet access. Our channel has the exclusive right to offer a 35% discount promo code for SPC210 and input-output modules from akYtec. I will provide all the CODESYS projects used on our channel for free. Now, our prototypes support at least 2 models of sterilizers with different characteristics, such as the type of thermal insulation material, the volume of the sterilizer chamber, the number of heating elements, and the number of internal temperature sensors. Since the visualization interface is absolutely identical for any sterilizer model, you can use just one file for all 100 models instead of having 100 identical ones. The first user has administrator rights, meaning they will manage user access rights to the visualization components of the control system. The second user will have maintenance rights for the entire control system, meaning they will be responsible for ensuring its proper operation. And the third user will have sterilizer user rights, meaning they will be responsible for sterilizing medical instruments. And when you press this button, the corresponding window from the Visu User Management Library will pop up. For example, the authorization visualization or the user management visualization. But here's the problem. In this version of the library, the functionality of these dialog windows is broken. In the previous video, I mentioned that in this version of the library, the functionality of the dialog windows is broken, and it's impossible to update the library version because it's tightly bound to the IDE version. But that's not entirely true. This library is just one of many libraries that are part of the visualization package, which in turn is one of many packages included in the CODESYS IDE installation file. And when you install the IDE with all the default settings, your computer gets the full set of packages included in the installation file. And in the CODESYS installer, you won't be able to update the visualization package version because the application composer package depends on it. Accordingly, you won't be able to update any of these components until you remove the composer package. So go ahead and remove it, then update the visualization package to version 4.3. If you need the composer, just reinstall it, since we can see that it will work with visualization version 4.0 and above. I've already updated this package version, and now all the built-in authorization and user management dialog windows will work. But I'll also show you how to create your own custom user authorization dialog window. To do this, I created another visualization, and I added 2 rectangle elements for the username and password, and I added 2 buttons for user registration and exiting the dialog window. In the interface editor, I added the necessary variables for user authorization. In the first component for entering the name, I linked the appropriate variable from the interface editor to the text variable field. And for entering a new value, I specified the minimum and maximum number of characters for the username. In the second component for entering the password, I set 5 asterisks in the text variable field. And for entering a new value, I selected the Use Another Variable option and chose the appropriate variable from the interface editor. I also enabled the password field option so that asterisks are displayed when entering the password. For the cancel button, as the click event handler function, I selected the close dialog function, where I set the dialog field to current dialog and the result field to OK. For the login button, as the click event handler function, I selected the execute street code function. The commented out expression will be needed in the future to check user permissions before performing confirmation actions. The next expression authorizes the user in the system using their username and password. In the case of successful user authorization, I set the main control visualization of the automated system for the specific browser client, and also switched to the main instance visualization inside the frame element. Next, I reset the username and password so that old data is not retained after the authorization attempt. But as you can see, if authorization fails, the username will remain and only the password will be reset. In the properties of this visualization, on the Visualization tab, for the Use Visualization As field, I selected the value Dialog and set the width and height of the dialog window. After that, I created another visualization, which will be shown to all unauthorized users. Here I added a single login button, and for the click event handler, I chose the Open Dialog function, where for the dialog field, I selected the visualization of our dialog window. As the start page, I specified this visualization file in the device tree for the target and web visualization components. In the Visualization Manager component, on the User Management tab, in the User Group settings, I disabled the automatic logout setting for the admin group, and on the Settings tab, I disabled the Change to Start Visualization when logout setting. I'll talk more about this setting a bit later. In the Main Viz visualization, I added Login and Admin buttons. For the Click Event Handler, I selected the User Management function and the corresponding built-in Authorization and User Management dialog windows. I also added a rectangle component to display the username, where I link the appropriate variable to the text variable field. And I added another column to the table to display the current temperature inside the sterilizer chamber. I added the same components to the sterilizer visualization as well. Let's demonstrate how all of this works. When connecting for the first time, all unauthorized users are taken to the registration page. After clicking the button, our custom user authorization dialog window pops up. What's the difference between a dialog window and a regular visualization? In a dialog window, the PLC receives all the client's data only after the login button is pressed. In the case of a visualization, the data would be sent immediately after each new value is entered. As a result, other browser clients could see someone else's data. However, this data leakage can be fixed even in this case. With one browser client, I logged in as administrator. With the second client, I logged in as BME. And with the third client, I logged in as nurse. On the third client, when I click the Login button, I can log in as BME and manage additional sterilizer settings. If I had left the setting Change to Start Visualization when logout enabled, then when logging in, the previous user would be logged out first. As a result, I would end up on the main user login page, which, as you can agree, is not very convenient. To navigate to the main authorization page, I added a second function, Change Shown Visualization, to the Logout button as an event handler for the click event, and in the Assign field, I linked the corresponding visualization. After 1 minute, the nurse and BME users will be automatically logged out. They will remain on the current page, but without the right to control the automated system. When they log in again, they will immediately return to the page they were on before the lockout event. And if you need to go back to the main page, just click the Logout button and you'll be taken to the main page, where all unauthorized users land when a browser client first connects to the PLC. Also, when our administrator clicks the Admin button, they can manage users. That means they can delete, add, and deactivate users, as well as assign them different permissions and change their passwords. The next video will be the finale of the first season on the topic of the prototype automated control system for the Industrial Dry Air Sterilizer. Whether this topic continues or not depends entirely on you. Our channel has the exclusive right to offer a promo code for a 35% discount on SPC 210 and input-output modules from akYtec. To get this promo code, all you need to do is send a private message with the text promo code to any of my contacts, melnikartemg@gmail.com, WhatsApp or Telegram at the phone number +1 904 505 6665, and I will send you the 35% discount promo code in a reply to your contact. You need to apply it to your cart in the special promo code field. There's another nice surprise for those viewers who purchase SPC210 and send me the device's serial number in a private message. I will provide all the CODESYS projects used on our channel for free. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss the next videos, and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. That's all for now. See you in the next video.